Well, if you're strolling up State Street, you can't miss a mountainous sculpture at the Madison Museum of Contemporary Arts.
Artist Jason Yee has been working nonstop for 3 weeks to assemble the unique piece out of materials that you probably have in your garage.
I really delved into how the landscape, the imagery of landscape kind of changed over time and what it represented. So for me, this is more of a modernized, contemporary version of the landscape that kind of conjures different aspects of our society, different aspects of our own perceptions of what we see within our environment.
What do you call this work?
We are calling it, the entire installation, a fragile permanence. And I think that speaks to the type of materials that I'm using, but also this sort of a contrast between the scale, the large monumental size of it, but also how it's constructed. It's constructed with these, I would say, spindly pieces of stick that creates this larger scale. So there's a certain sense of fragility to the work. So it's a contrast.
What are some of the materials that you used?
For the main sculptural work, I'm using duct tape and also wood, recycled wood mainly. And we just go at it and we freeform it, which means that there's no pre-plans. I have a larger vision of what I want. Then we coordinate with other helpers, assistants within the space to build the structure. We call it installation art just because it really engulfs the space and people can walk through it, and every aspect of the space is part of the artwork. So what you see on the walls with the silver mylar tape and what you see with a larger structure, it creates this sort of relationship with the audience so they can actually walk through the space and the space itself becomes the art. Mainly, I want them to feel overwhelmed. So in a sense, the larger scale creates this sort of I would call it a squeeze. They actually squeeze the audience into the wall, which is also covered by the silver mylar tape. So they hopefully will feel this sort of a passageway that they can walk through and see it as art, but also get other things out of it, such as what does it mean, what is the expression, and what was the artist thinking about.